Good, let's move ahead. People have taken some time to join back again. That's fine. Okay. Move ahead. I have circulated one Excel file with all of you. I hope everyone is ready with that Excel file. I am there right now in that Excel file. Let's start the question and accordingly we will decide that which function of the Excel will be the most appropriate and suitable to get the answer. Okay, so we have taken the examples of our students only, the fictitious examples obviously. Mr. Gaurav purchases the car on installment basis, though he is very rich, but just for the sake of example, he will be taking it on installment loan basis, such that the installments of 10,000 each payable at the end of each year for 20 years and the final payment of 50,000 1 year later. If the rate of interest is 9% compounded annually, find the cash price of the car. Let's first of all understand the timeline of the question. Sir, there are 20 years and in each year Mr. Gaurav will be paying 10,000 as an installment on a yearly basis for 20 times obviously. And once these 20 years are over, at the end of the 21st year as well, one amount of 50,000 would be paid by Mr. Gaurav. Now friends, what is the cash price of the car? Let's assume that the entire cash price of the car is financed by the loan. So here we want to reach over here, this is the point we want to reach. This is the present value we want to find. Now I can call it an annuity for the 20 periods, my friends, but this cash flow which is realized in 21st year will not be a part of the annuity, but at least up to this 20 year, I can call it an annuity, right? 10,000 is the amount of installment, remaining same in all the years, with the same interest rate, with the same frequency of 1 year. This is the point of annuity, part of annuity. We'll see that what we'll have to do of this 50,000 of rupees that would be paid by Mr. Gaurav at the end of the 21st year. Let's move ahead. Some people will like, sir, 20-20 साल के लोन कौन लेते हैं कार के लिए? This is an example, beta. Let's move ahead. So we would be finding the present value of the annuity first. You people are aware about it. So I'm just writing PV of annuity equal to PV. Some people will be like, दिखता ही नहीं है, आपको बड़े करने पड़ेंगे. Okay, equal to PV, opening the bracket. The first argument is the rate, my friends. So I can either link the rate where the rate is written. In this case, it's not written in a different cell. So I cannot link that cell. I'll have to write it manually, 9% per annum. The compounding frequency followed is also per annum in nature. So nothing to be done now, my friends. Pressing comma. Number of periods would be 20, comma. PMT is going to be 10,000 to be paid by Mr. Gaurav, comma. The future value we do not have any idea about, putting 0 for there, comma. The type, whether Mr. Gaurav will be paying at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year. It's at the end of the year as it's been stated in the question. So it's going to be the ordinary annuity. So I'll be putting 0 over there for the ordinary annuity, closing the bracket. I have got the PV of an annuity, my friend. 91,285. $10,000 each payable at the end of the every year. Yes, so it's an ordinary annuity only. But sir, there is one more amount to be paid by Mr. Gaurav at the end of the 21st year, that is 50,000. What should we do about it? Can someone tell me? क्या कर सकते हैं? कौन बताएगा? सर ये 50,000 जो गौरव पे करने वाला है 21st ईयर में, उसका क्या करेंगे? देखो वो पार्ट तो है, कैश प्राइस का पार्ट तो है, बिकॉज एनी वे यू आर गोइंग टू पे दैट 50,000 रुपीज आफ्टर 21st ईयर, you know, and you have taken the loan right now. So we are right now finding the loan, you know, and when you have taken the loan, obviously the interest is charged. So when the interest is charged, so to get the present value, you will have to do the discounting, right? So discounting is something which is unavoidable in nature right now in this case, because no one gives you the loan without charging the interest, right? कोई आपकी सेवा करने के लिए नहीं आया है उधर। गौरव को जो 50,000 रुपए 21वें साल में दे रहा है, उसके ऊपर इंटरेस्ट लगेगा। मे आई हैव द इंटरेक्शन फ्रॉम द स्टूडेंट्स प्लीज? कौन बता सकता है क्या करना पड़ेगा 50,000 रुपए के लिए? कोई नहीं? सुनसान सो गया ये जहां, सो गया। PV of single cash flow will be found. Let's consider that 50,000 rupees as a single cash flow. So instead of PMT, my friend, I would be using the FV to get the PV in this case, you know, because this 20,000, this 50,000 of rupees would be the future value to be paid by Mr. Gaurav at the end of the 21st year. So it's not an annuity. We'll be using the same formula of the PV, starting with the sign of equal to PV, opening the bracket. The rate will also be taken the same, my friends. That's gonna be 9% per annum, comma, number of periods will be taken 21 instead of 20, because that installment of 50,000 of rupees will be paid by Mr. Gaurav at the end of the 21st year. So 21 years interest would be charged on this 50,000 of rupees that he is supposed to pay. Comma, PMT is not there, sir, because it's not an annuity. PMT is the installment amount. It's not an installment amount. We are aware about it. Okay, let's move ahead, putting 0 there. Comma, then there is a future value. So when it comes to the single cash flow, instead of PMT, we use the FV, right? Comma, sir, the future value that Mr. Gaurav is supposed to pay is 50,000 of rupees. Some people will be like, why I have put the minus sign? You people were not present in the earlier lectures. That's why you don't know. Comma. Minus sign is basically the जुगाड़ we have done, you know. एक शल अगर छाना है तो हम उससे 1.5 छाने हैं। हमें फाइनल आंसर पॉजिटिव चाहिए, इसलिए हमने यहाँ पे माइनस इंसर्ट कर दिया। And sir, when it comes to the single transactions, you have put the number of periods already. Then 0 or put as a type, as 0 or 1 as a type really does not matter. So I can just end my bracket over here, pressing enter. So the 50,000 of rupees, that means Mr. Gaurav is supposed to pay at the end of the 21st year, is equal to 8,184 rupees right now. So if I give you 8,000 rupees to Mr. Gaurav, I'll take 50,000 of rupees from him after 21st year at 9% interest. Okay. So the total cash price would be the total amount of loan. So total amount of loan is 91 plus 99,470. So that's gonna be the cash price of the car. If I go to that car company right now and say that I want that car at the down payment of something, straight away I'll make you the entire payment in cash, he would tell me that 99,470 rupees, Mr. Ronak, you will have to pay. I hope that's clear to everyone. May I have the confirmation from the students, please? All of you? Till now, is everyone there with me? Okay, Mr. Gaurav has said yes. आज तो खुद का नाम आया है तो आज तो yes बोलेगा ही बोलेगा. Miss Veronica is active as well. Good to see that. Miss Jaydev, Mr. Jaydev too. Sorry. Others, if you are stuck anywhere, let me know. Vishal, Mitesh, Miss Vaishali, Miss Hemali has left. I don't know why. Playing Garba, coming in, going out. हेमाली को कोई बोलो कि अभी तक गरबा की सीजन शुरू नहीं हुई है. She's playing the online Garba. Okay, let's move to the next one, which is the question number 2. Miss Vaishali deposits 20,000 rupees in a bank and settles to withdraw 1,800 per year for her personal expenses. Now Vaishali has got some good amount of money right now, say 20,000 rupees. She's like, I'll be withdrawing 1,800 per year. She begins to withdraw from the end of the first year and goes on spending at this rate. In how many years the total entire amount will be ruined if the interest rate is 5%? Now try to understand this question properly. My friend, Miss Vaishali is investing something over here. That is 20. It's a present value. Obviously, she will invest it first, then only she'll get something in return, right? Message वाले जग गए हैं सब, पता नहीं क्यों. Anyway, let's move ahead. And then she will keep on withdrawing. Keep on withdrawing. How much? 1,800. Now, if she gets the interest of 5% on 20,000, then she will withdraw 1,800. Then whatever the money would be left in her fund will again get the interest of 5%. Then she will again withdraw 1,800. Then whatever the money that would be left in her fund would again fetch the interest of 5%. Then she will again withdraw 1,800. So this sum is basically asking us that in how many number of periods this 20,000 of rupees would be consumed, would be utilized. So basically n is something that we are supposed to find. This is how the pattern works, like the annuity works. Like she has invested 20,000. She will get 5% of the interest on 20,000, right? So that obviously reaches to 1,000. So now her fund has the value of 21,000. So immediately at the same time, Miss Vaishali is withdrawing 1,800. So her new fund value is 19,200 now. So it's a systematic withdrawal plan. Now on 19,200, she will get the interest of 5%. Then she will again withdraw 1,800. So in how many number of years this 1,800 would be consumed entirely? That is what the question is. Have you understood the question well, all of you? Hemali has joined again. Good to see that. Good signs. मेरे को लगा कि सर का पोपट हो गया, सर को सुनने का मजा नहीं आ रहा है, चलो निकलते इधर से, ऐसा लगने लगा बच्चों को. ऐसा नहीं है. She is back. Good. क्वेश्चन समझ में आया सबको? सेकंड वाला. एवरीवन, मे आई हैव द कंफर्मेशन प्लीज? सर दोपहर को 2-2, 2:30 बजे आप बोलोगे कि जवाब दो, कैसे देंगे? Let me tell you one very funny incident. There was one meeting arranged, there was one seminar actually arranged by one of the dignified member of the High Committee of Institute of Company Secretaries of India in Rajkot actually. That's the that happened, I guess, 5 to 6 years back. Then these people actually sought the appropriate timing from the resource person that when you will be able to take the webinar. He said that between 3 to 4 I'll be taking it. Then there was a special request sent by the members of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India from here that if you can just postpone your time after 5 o'clock, then we'll be able to attend it, because 2 से 5 राजकोट के अंदर स्वैच्छिक लॉकडाउन होता है. That is why Rajkot is known for, 2 to 5 is anyway the lockdown curfew situation here. कोरोना हो कि ना हो, यहाँ पे 2 से 5 में लॉकडाउन ही रहता है. और सर आप वहां पे बुला के बोलते हो आपको पढ़ना है. कोई बात नहीं बेटा, करना पड़ेगा. Anyway, let's move ahead. So we are supposed to find the number of periods. So I'm just writing NPER. To find the number of periods, we have the formula starting with NPER in the Excel, opening the bracket. Then first is the rate. Rate is going to be 5%, and the withdrawal is also yearly in nature, right? So no adjustments would be made in the rate of return. Say if the withdrawal was 6 monthly in nature, you would have divided the rate by 2 because there are 2 6 months in a year, right? Similarly, if the withdrawal would have been quarterly in nature, you would have divided your rate by 4. Anyway, 5% would be taken as a rate because it's anyway annual withdrawal in nature. PMT, how much amount would be taken by her? How much amount would be taken by her TMT on an annuity basis? 1,800, comma. So the present value which she has invested right now, I'm putting the sign of minus over there. I'm writing the PV, not the FV, because investment is done in the present. कोई आपके पास ऐसा आके नहीं कहेगा कि पहले तुझे मैं इंटरेस्ट देता हूं, तू है ना इन्वेस्टमेंट बाद में करना, ऐसा होता है कभी? नहीं होता. The investment is to be done first. So the present value needs to be 20,000, comma. The future value will be taken as 0. Now this 1,800 of rupees which Miss Vaishali is going to withdraw, whether it is at the end of the year or at so here in the second line it is given to you, she begins to withdraw from the end of the first year. So sir, it's at the end of the year. So the annuity type would be ordinary, and for the ordinary annuity we put 0, closing the bracket, pressing the enter. Sir, we have got how many number of periods? 16.62 periods. So in this many number of years, Miss Vaishali, your entire amount of 19,200 would be consumed. Not 19,200, sorry, 20,000. Is it clear? यहां तक हर कोई मेरे साथ है? All of you? आज जिनके नाम के चर्चे हैं वो तो है ही नहीं, श्रेया तो आई ही नहीं है. Okay, let's take the example of Mr. Mitesh now. Mr. Mitesh has taken the loan of 30,000, which is to be repaid with interest of 6% per annum, compounded half yearly in equal installments, payable at the end of the 6th month for 10 years. What is the size of each installment? What will be the total interest of loan? Try to understand it very carefully again, my friends. 30,000 rupees is taken by Mr. Mitesh as the loan, which is obviously the present value. Loan is right now taken. Now for which we'll have to obviously pay the installment amount. Yes. The interest will be charged 6% on a yearly basis. But 6% interest at 6% per annum is given to us. But see, the installments are paid at the end of the every 6 month. Friends, at the end of the every 6 month. So interest is per annum given to you. You need to divide that interest by 2 because there are 2 semi-annual periods in a year, right? So let's go. And we are supposed to find the installment amount. For that, we have the formula called PMT. So I'm starting with the sign of equal to PMT, open bracket. The first is the rate. I'm writing 6% over there, my friends, to be divided by 2 because the 6% is yearly in nature. Yes, sir. Comma. Number of periods. Number of periods would be how many? Can someone tell me number of periods, all of you? कौन है हमारे क्लास की मणिकर्णिका? कौन है बाजीराव सिंघम? किसमें है दम? कौन बताएगा? Number of periods कितने? How many number of periods? Miss Vaishali will say 20. Mr. Gaurav is saying 20. Miss Himali is also 20. And Miss Vaishali is having the opinion of 19. Okay. Sir, it's gonna be 20 only because anyway, 20 installments are to be paid, right? So whether it's the beginning or at the end, that matters only when we'll be writing the type. But 20 times, anyway, you'll be paying the installments, right? So I'm writing 20. So at the end of the first 6 months, you are paying. At the end of the second 6 months, you are paying. So in a year, you are paying 2 installments. There are 10 years. So obviously, you'll be paying 20 installments putting together, comma, present value of the loan which she has taken right now, 20,000 rupees, putting the sign of minus before that, comma, the future value not given to us, comma. Now, Miss Vaishali, if you would have paid at the beginning, you would have written 1 over here. If you would have paid
Sir,
at the, yes,
sir, 30,000, not 20,000.
acha, 30 hai. Okay, fine. So if it is paid at the end, in the type we'll be writing 0. Closing the bracket, pressing enter. So the PMT amount reaches to 2016.47. Mr. Mitesh, you will have to pay 2016.47 on a 6 monthly basis. Please put it in the back of your mind. Sir, hamari adhuri kahani. There is one more thing to be done now. What will be the total interest on the loan? Chalo, yahan pe I am expecting bit of an interaction from the students again. What will be the total interest on the loan? Can someone tell me this? इंटरेस्ट ऑन द लोन बताओ कैसे होगा? कैसे हुआ बताइए. Sir, the number of installments are 20, right? Basically, we can say that total amount to be paid will be the installment amount multiplied by 20 because 20 times you'll be paying the installment amount, right? As simple as that. So that's going to be your total cash outflow in this 10 years. And from that, sir, from this 40, you had taken the loan of how much? 30. The rest entire amount is the amount of interest. 10,329.42. Is it clear? A
So
confirmation?
can you show the formula again and can you just repeat it again shortly?
Okay. So it's basically the amount of installment multiplied by 20 because you are paying it for 20 times, right? So that's going to be your total cash outflow in this 10 years. So that's going to be a total payment. So from my friend, total payment of 40,000, you have taken the loan of 30, right? Which is the basic present value of the loan you have taken. So the amount of interest that you have paid over a period of time is 10,329.42.
Clear, sir.
Good. Mr. Vishal buys the house paying 75,000 rupees in cash and balance in 30 installments of 6,000 each at the beginning of the every 6-month period. If the interest is reckoned at 7% per annum, my friends, compounded semi-annually, then what is the price of the house? Read it carefully again with bit of more concentration. सर विशाल एक तो हाउस ले रहा है 75,000 तो वो अभी के अभी दे रहा है. बाकी का जो 6,000 रुपए है ना सर, वो He will pay in 30 installments. Now each installment will be paid at the beginning of every 6 months. So if the interest is reckoned at percentage, then what is the price of the house? So first of all, I must explain you the components of the price of the house. So one is the down payment, another one is the loan. Mr. Vishal has already paid 75,000 rupees as the down payment. So the total of this two will be your cash price, right? That would be the price of the house. And then there is a loan taken. So details about this loan are given to us. So we'll be finding the loan amount and then we'll just straight away add 75,000. Now 75,000 is the present value only because it's the down payment. Down payment is paid in the present only. Okay sir, we have got it. तो पहला काम हमारा ये है लोन का अमाउंट फाइंड करना. So I'm just finding the loan amount here. So equal to PV, opening the bracket. First is the rate. Rate is given to you per annum to be converted into per semi-annual basis. So 7% to be divided by 2. Sir, semi-annual क्यों? क्योंकि ये भाई साहब जो 6,000 रुपए धीरे 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 हड़ू 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 कछुआ की तरह पे करने वाले हैं, वो हर 6 महीने में पे करने वाले हैं. In every 6 months he is supposed to pay. So that's why I need to convert my rate to 6 monthly rate, comma. Number of periods, 30 installments are given to you straight away, 30. Do not multiply that with 2. This 30 is not a year. The 30 is number of installments straight away given to you. So I'm putting 30 only as the number of periods. If this would have been the years, I would have multiplied that by 2. Comma. PMT, sir, Vishal will pay 6,000. Okay, comma. Future value we do not have any idea about. Pressing 0, comma. Type whether at the beginning or at the end. Sir, at the beginning, so we'll be putting 1. Closing the bracket, pressing the enter. He has taken the loan of 1,14,214, and he has also paid the DP, which is the down payment. Some people like DP, मतलब Instagram, मतलब Snapchat. नहीं, आधार कार्ड वाला DP की बात है इधर. Down payment equal to how much we have paid? 75,000. So the total of this is the cash price of the loan. So equal to amount of loan. No, cash price of the home, sorry, not loan. Equal to 114 plus the next cell. So 189,214 is the amount of loan taken, amount of price of house right now. Assume that it is in dollars and we are into the United States of America. Then only this calculation looks little bit logical. Otherwise, you're in 1,89,214. That would be the amount of maintenance you will be paying in the in the project anywhere in Rajkot, you know. Okay, let's move ahead. Question number 1 पे से कैसे आ गया सर? 5 आएगा ना? Okay. Here is your question number 6 आएगा. Now question number 5 and 6 would be testing your intellect a bit, because that's gonna be the deferred annuity, and that's gonna be the present value of the deferred annuity. So we'll first start reading it, and before that I would just take the confirmation that you are crystal clear till now. अभी तक किसी को कुछ भी doubt? Anything you couldn't understand well, let me know. Okay, some specialists crystal clear. Anyone else? Mr. Gaurav too. Good. Let's move ahead. Some people will be like हमारा तो नाम ही नहीं आया, तो अभी क्वेश्चंस खत्म नहीं हो गए हैं, लेक्चर्स भी बहुत बाकी है अभी हमारे, आएंगे, सबकी बारी आएगी. After the immense success of the album song Angna More, Miss Shreya, supposed to be a Ghoshal, but right now we have taken Marwadi because she is there in the class right now, has earned a lot of money. Obviously, she has invested that money in one fund where she will fetch 12% interest per annum, compounded quarterly. She will start withdrawing 2 lakhs rupees on a quarterly basis for 10 years. She will receive the first amount at the end of the first quarter of the fourth year. What amount Miss Shreya would have invested in that fund? सर क्या मजा आता है आपको इतना डिफिकल्ट करके? मजा आता है मेरे को, मेरी मर्जी. How the timeline looks like? The timeline looks like this. Try to understand and read the question properly, everyone. Let me use the red color for Shreya, not for this one, for the Shreya Ghoshal actually. One of the super fans of her, you know. I am. Okay, so this is how the timeline looks like. And she will start withdrawing some amount of money. She has invested something over here right now. Something over here. She will invest, she will get withdraw after the 4 years are elapsed. Not 4, let me just check it how many. First quarter of the fourth year. Okay, so 1 year is over, second year is over, third year is also over. Right? But sir, in the fourth year, in the first quarter of the fourth year here, she will get 2 lakhs. And she will get it for how many more number of years? 10 years. So basically, she will start withdrawing after 3 years. You know, from the first quarter of the fourth year, she will start withdrawing the money. That's gonna be 2 lakhs rupees. For how many number of years she will withdraw it? For 10 years. But those 10 years will start from the fourth year, not from the first year. That's what the question is all about. That's where the people make the mistake. 12% interest per annum compounded quarterly. She will start withdrawing, understand please, she will start withdrawing 2 lakhs rupees on a quarterly basis for 10 years. It's understood from 10 years, but from when? But from when? लेक्चर में है ना वो कहाँ पे चला गया अपना शेयरिंग वाला, प्रेजेंटिंग वाला? हाँ ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. बट फ्रॉम व्हेन सर? सर फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट क्वार्टर ऑफ द फोर्थ ईयर शी विल स्टार्ट विड्रॉइंग. So she has invested some amount of money right now. So what amount she has invested right now here, you know? And obviously whatever the money that she would have invested at this time, it will also get the interest for 3 years, right? Anyway, it gets the interest for 3 years. And then something would have been gathered over here at this point of time, and she is withdrawing now from an annuity basis on a quarterly basis. You know how much? So 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs. Some advanced calculations of the annuities. Yeah. Have you got the question? So there is a delay, deferment period of 3 years coming here. Now, when it comes to the future value, my friend, at that time we were just ignoring this deferment period because you get the interest and the future value will be found only for the periods for which the compounding is applicable. If you are not investing, you don't get anything for the future value perspective. But right now we are into a present. We are supposed to find the present value. We are supposed to find that what amount she has invested now here. Even though she will start withdrawing after 3 years, this period of 3 years, she will fetch the interest of this period, right? Now, if she will fetch the period of this interest of this period, so obviously whatever the money that we would have been gathered at this point, that money should also be converted into a present value by considering it as the single cash flow. So what I'm doing now is, first of all, from the 4th year onwards, it's anyway an annuity, right? Annuity of 2 lakhs. So I'm finding the present value of annuity at the beginning of the 4th year. Then whatever the money will be getting at the beginning of the 4th year, we'll find the present value of it right now. So first of all, let's find the present value of the annuity for this period. I'm again marking that period for the better clarity and understanding. This is the period for which the annuity is applicable. Drawing the black lines over there. This is the period of how much? 10 years. तो प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फाइंड करके तुम 10 इयर्स की यहां पे पहुंच सकते हो. फिर यहां से पहुंच गया तो इधर पहुंच जाओ. फिर first of all reach over here, no, at the beginning of the 4th year. First of all reach over there and then try to reach over here. But this black portion is anyway the annuity, so we can find the present value of annuity at the beginning of the 4th year. I hope you have understood this. So I'm doing over there the calculations. I'm writing it. First I'm writing PV at the beginning of 4th year equal to PV, opening the bracket. First one is the rate. Rate is how much? 12% per annum. And the compounding frequency we have followed is quarterly. So this rate will be divided by 4. So 12% to be divided by 4, comma, number of periods. See, from the beginning of the 4th year, she will withdraw for 10 years. So 10 years, in each year you would have the 4 quarters. So 10 years are multiplied by 4. So you would get 40 number of periods over there. So because right now we are finding the present value at the beginning of the 4th year, right? Comma, PMT, how much she will withdraw? 2 lakhs rupees, sir. So writing 2 lakhs over there. Comma, FV is not there, putting 0. The type. So sir, where she will invest, whether at the beginning of the quarter or at the end of the quarter. Is it given to us? Let's just check it out. She will start withdrawing 2 lakhs rupees on a quarterly basis for 10 years. She will receive her first amount at the end of the first quarter. So it's at the end, right? So if it is at the end of the first quarter she is receiving, that means it's the ordinary annuity, putting 0 for the ordinary annuity, closing the bracket. So now this is the present value of annuity at the 4th year. So 4th year से लेके जो 10 साल है ना, the 10 years starting from the 4th year, that means in total you would have 13 years from the beginning of the 4th year to the 10th year. So in total you have 13 years, right? So this PV you have got here 46, 22, 954. This is the point you have got the PV. But sir, we want to reach over here too, no? But now this period is not an annuity period. This was an annuity. This one is not an annuity because she is not withdrawing anything from this now. It is just a single transaction. So basically try to understand the present value of the at the beginning of the fourth year becomes now a future value for me right now, because beginning of the fourth year का present value मतलब अभी के लिए तो मेरे को वो future value होगा ना, because I want to reach over here this point. So what I do is I'm going over there again in the formula of equal to PV, opening the bracket. The rate will remain same, 12%, be divided by 4, comma, number of periods will be only this period now, only this 3 years, which is the deferment period. And in this 3 years, my friends, you have how many number of quarters? 3 multiplied by 4, so 12 quarters will be there, right? For which the interest will get accrued and will get deposited in your fund account, comma, PMT is not there because it's not an annuity, putting 0, but future value is there. That means the present value at the beginning of the fourth year is now your future value, because you are coming to the beginning of the first year right now. So we will take as this 46, and before that I'm just using the sign of minus, so that ultimate answer will be in positive, comma. Now when it comes to the single cash flow, my friends, the type does not matter. We are aware about it, right? So whether you put 1 or 0, anyway the number of periods have been written by you. So when it is a single cash flow, type of 1 or 0 does not matter. Both will give you the same answer. You may check it further. Closing the bracket, pressing the enter. So this is the money she has invested now. I hope everyone would have got it. थोड़ा सा टेनिस तो आना चाहिए ना माइंड को, अदरवाइज तो फिर क्या एनालिटिक्स, तो फिर बच्चों अपन नहीं खेल लेते उधर बीकॉम वाले टाइप. इट्स एन एनालिटिक्स. वेलकम टू द एनालिटिक्स. ये तो सिर्फ शुरुआत है, आगे आगे देखो होता है क्या. Is it clear? May I have the confirmation till now, all of you? Okay, Miss Hemali is saying yes. Good. It's really nice to see that Hemali is able to catch it up even after attending it for so many number of, after leaving so many other sessions, Hemali, was there any health issue or something?
Yes, sir. I tested positive last week, so I was not very well.
Oh. Please take care, Hemali. If anything is there, let us know, huh? If any one of us can help you in any way. Your health is fine, no, now, Hemali?
Sorry, sir.
Your health is now fine, no? Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm much better now. This week onwards, I'm much better.
Good. Take care. So if any such cases arises, no, in our class, please let us know. So we also remain in a loop. Anyone else there who is tested positive or something here in this class? No one, no? By God's grace, no one should be. Anyway, let's move ahead. Now it's already 3:20, and this question I'm keeping it for you for the homework assignment. And I would be checking that how many of you are able to solve this. I know it's very difficult to be solved, but you should be trying. Let's see if anyone can solve this question number 6. I'm keeping it open for all of you. If you can solve this question, there would be a chocolate due from my side, guaranteed. Okay, some people are like, कौन सी chocolate? भाई 10 रुपए वाली. उससे ज़्यादा एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करना. Chocolate is a chocolate. Gift is a gift. You should not be finding the worth of the gift, by monetary, by any money. Okay, so you should be trying for this question. All of you, I'll check that how many of you are able to do it. Please put your enrollment number as a mark of your attendance today. That's it from my side for today. all of you, that's just one tricky question I have put for you. Please try to solve it. Question number 6. We'll see that how many of you are able to do it. Bye bye. Take care. Sayonara. Enjoy the rest of the day. See you all in the next session.
સર
Yes, Vishal.
સર મારે 46 આપણે 46 lakhs ને એ બધું નો આવે છે અમાઉન્ટ
Uh-huh.
આમાં છે ને મારે તો કોમા છે ને 4 પછી આવે એટલે 46 આપણે કરવા હોય તો એમ ટૂંકમાં બે અમાઉન્ટ પછી બે ડિજિટ પછી કોમા જોતા હોય તો કેમ કરવું સર આમાં આપણે આન્સર 46,22,954 નો આવ્યો
હા વિશાલ તારો વોઇસ કટ થતો હતો. યસ યસ પ્લીઝ.
યસ સર આપણે એ અમાઉન્ટ આવે ગમે આન્સરમાં એમાં 46 lakhs હમણાં લાસ્ટમાં નો આપણે આન્સર 46,22,000 એવો
હા હા
ઉપરમાં એમાં જો એમાં છે ને મારે કોમા છે ને 4 પછી આવે છે એમ તો કોમા આપણે 6 પછી કરવા હોય તો કેમ કરવું
તો છે ને હોમ ટેબમાં જઈશ અને આ અકાઉન્ટિંગ છે ને એ ફોર્મેટને સિલેક્ટ કર. અકાઉન્ટિંગ ફોર્મેટને સિલેક્ટ કરજો
હા
અને કરન્સીમાં છે ને રૂપી નાખજે. કરન્સીમાં રૂપી નાખજે બરાબર. ડોલર્સ હોય ને કરન્સી એ નહીં રૂપીસ. રૂપીસમાં કરન્સી યુ કેન કન્વર્ટ નો ફ્રોમ હિયર. આના પર ક્લિક કરી મોર અકાઉન્ટિંગ ફોર્મેટ્સમાં જવાનું. સી ઇન ધ હોમ ટેબ આઈ એમ ધેર રાઈટ નાઉ.
યસ સર
So more accounting formats. Then in a symbol, you may check the rupee. So make sure that you have selected the symbol as a rupee. So I guess this should be your format.
એટલે એમાં છે ને મારે ખાલી 4 કે 5 જ આવે છે સિમ્બોલમાં
So I guess your Microsoft Excel wouldn't be updated one.
2010 છે
Acha, fine. So that can be an issue.
ઓકે
No worries, but that doesn't matter. No, ગમે ત્યાં ભલે ના આવે.
ઓકે
Ultimately તો આન્સર થી મતલબ હોય ને.
હા
Okay. Take care. મળીએ ને પછી.
થેન્ક યુ ઓકે સર